I am very glad to be here. My name is Adama Balla. I am a daughter. That's one important thing she forgot to say, a mother, a super mother, a wife, whatever. But I think the most important thing one can be is to be a daughter to inspiring parents. Yes, I'm going to talk about disability, humanitarian activities, and fundraising. Um, a lot of people say there's ability in disability. I agree with that, and I disagree with that. There's ability in disability, but only if that ability is given the chance to be an ability. That's why I call myself a daughter. If my parents haven't been so inspiring, so supportive, because the first thing that comes to your mind when you have a disabled child is what you're going to do. If as a parent you don't feel that way, some other person that cares about you will feel that way for you. After my stay in the hospital, came back home, I couldn't sit down. My grandmother told my mom, who is just maybe 28 years or so, that she would take me, let her go back and face her job and her other children. She said no. She wants her daughter to be her daughter. So she took me, despite the challenging, despite her being just a young mom, whatever, job, everything demanding, she stayed by my side. So that's why I said there's ability and disability, but only if you allow that ability to come. So when I reached the age of school age, she said, how can she leave me at home? What am I going to, how about if I become stranded in life? Then she bring a teacher. That time she was in Guru. She brought a teacher just to teach me how to read and write and count. She said that she needs me to read because if I was to be left somewhere else, I can know where I am and I can read direction. And how to count so that I'll be able to count money, count months, know time and other things. When she brought the teacher at home, he was teaching me. They told her that she can be in the class. That's how my journey started. She told me that I don't need to go to school. I told her I want to go to school. It's fun to be in school. After my secondary said you stay at home, I said no. I'll go for my NCE. So that's how it started. She was just saying, oh, go. I don't mind. I can get you an aid to take you anywhere. If you want to do it, do it. But don't say I stressed you. Alhamdulillah, I've been doing it. So they said, what do you want for a degree? I told her, you said degree is a stepping stone for somebody. Then I want to go there. Say, I have enough that can last you. I said, no, I want my own. And she supported me. She didn't stop me. If I come, I say, are you tired? Go and rest. So please, we all need to allow a person with disability to have his ability. Don't tell me there's ability and disability. Give him that support to bring out the disability. And there are some times when you may feel, even an able-bodied person can feel so down and maybe depressed. So you let that person know that it's normal. It's normal to feel that way, maybe some of your bad days, some sad things like this. It's general. I was meant to understand that it's not because you have a disability that you feel that way. Everybody feels that way. And it's all because of the people around me. So when a woman with disability was pregnant, she was telling my mom that, well, this pregnancy is because I'm on a wheelchair. My mom laughed at her and told her, no, whether I have 100 legs, pregnancy is not easy. So we need people to encourage us. Don't tell us to go and find the ability in us. You give us the ability and we'll make amazing things. And now it comes to humanitarian activities. In 2005, there was a drama I wrote, so I met UNICEF people that they should sponsor it. They asked me that, why can't you gather other persons with disability and start a community and activity like that with them? So I said, okay, let me do so. I went to the Borno State Ministry of Poverty Alleviation. That's where they do this registration. They gathered people to me. We started small activities like this. And you won't believe it that now, after about 18 years or so, Borno State have a very organized disability communities. They have the joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, and they have their clusters, which are functioning. So we need encouragement and maybe foresight and maybe guidance for that. And recently, not recently per se, I would say 2007, I am among co-founded the Diakanem Polio and Disability Initiative. It's a non-profit making and non-governmental organization that is working towards the eradication of polio and empowering persons with disability in their own identity. So we've been advocating for equity and other things for persons with disability, but later on I realized that it can't be like this, you know. Maybe just at times you would write a proposal to the government or maybe another NGO to support you, or you do it out of pocket, other things like this. So I said to myself, why can't I? There are a lot of people that are willing. So don't be shy. Tell individuals that this is what you do, or this is what you have an idea about, or this is what you think will benefit the humanity. So I started fundraising through WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook. At times, even a phone call. We'll do our concept notes and we'll share it around. And from that point to now, we have, there's a children's home, Fatima Alisari Children's Home. There was a girl that was missing, so I went to check on her. She was kind of autistic. She can't talk. She can't say anything, but she can hear you. She doesn't even know her name. When you call her, she can't respond. So when they found her at Polo, they told me. I went to the orphanage because I was so scared. I can imagine how can somebody that cannot respond to his name and he's at the age of 5 years and he's missing. So I went there. When I went there, I found out that they have over 30 children with mental disabilities. So we took them, we did fundraising. We took them to the Federal Neuropsychiatric. They started getting treatment. And all these things, I'm telling you, is donor driven. Individual Nigerians donating their heart and money to support our cause. After that, we did our Ramadan drive, we did our commanders during Layya and other things. So we've been raising funds by fundraising, by talking to individuals. Some people, you know, there are a lot of things that can discourage you, but I assure you, don't get discouraged. When you think of the people that need what you're going to give them, you just can't be discouraged. If at times I get, I say, people think I'm disturbing them, but let me just send it. So, and if I remember these children, they're getting the required vitamin for that. Some are improving. Some can even now respond. Some, their voices are coming out. Some we've got wheelchairs for them. Some, they have deformity and we've corrected them. So if we can do something for that person, you should not be shy, or you should not feel down when 2 or 3 people have maybe said that you disturb them with messages, or are you not getting tired? Don't you get tired writing content? Or you have a lot of time? No, it's not time that I have, but I feel that those people in need require my time. As I'm speaking to you now, we have raised over 3.5 million naira. So, as I've said, we've not reached our target. But something just before this TEDxPompomari, something happened and I became exceptionally glad. There's a boy that needs a wheelchair in Portisco. His father's neighbor told me that this person needs a wheelchair. So I said, let's send his photograph. He sent me the photograph of that child and I posted it. Believe me, within 30 seconds, we received the amount required for that wheelchair. So I said, now we have hit it. And I always say, despite everything, Nigerians are empathic people. But a lot of people don't actually look into the fundraising. When they look at fundraising, they want to go to government officials, they want to go to politicians, they want to go to NGO, they have to go. No. You can tell an individual what you are into. You'll be surprised how somebody can help you from his hard-earned money. Humanity is in everybody, it's in each and every one of us. We actually, naturally, God has made us to love one another. It's along the line that something can make you vex or make you, but we all have that innermost feeling for one another. So I think it's very encouraging and inspiring to have people around you that share the same goal with you. And I think after this, our insurgency, after our pandemic, everybody now wants to, it's like we are our brother's keepers. We have learned it the hard way. So we are forging ahead with the humanity in us. Like they say, there is pain in gain. Maybe the pain we had has made us to gain the humanity. And I can see a lot of people on social media donating, contributing, and it's just about, it's what we've gone through. It's not like that before. Before you cannot, it's hardly you hear somebody saying, let's raise funds, you understand? But now is the thing that is happening and people are embracing it and it is actually helping people, because before you raise funds, you must have a passion for something. Thank you very much for listening.